me some donuts here. You want to be real careful. Want to be real careful with them donuts. And powdered sugar donuts. Just get it all over your face.
What do you think about truckers who use drugs to stay awake?
Yeah, nah, I don't mess with that stuff. That's not the way. I keep myself up with energy drinks.
morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. If you've been here for a while, welcome back. Thursday, July 24th, I believe. Yep, July 24th. We're here in Amarillo, Texas, getting us some go-go juice on this high dollar diesel that, you know, we're still paying about the same as what we were paying this time last year for, due to supply and demand raping us over the coals, what they're doing. But anyway, that's the cost of doing business. Got 138.863 gallons in the state of Texas. So here's my fuel log. That's what I keep one of these every month. And got the date we got fuel, the beginning mileage, the ending mileage, the state we got the fuel in, how many gallons, the price, the total miles on that fill up, the miles per gallon, and this cost right here is the cost per gallon, and this is the total cost of what we pay for fuel. So today is 7/24. We started out at 266,907 on the mileage, and we're ending at 267,631. We're in Amarillo, Texas. Total gallons was, what I just say, 138,863. And we are paying $3.15 a gallon. But with the mud flap, I think we're closer to 302 is what it showed on my mud flap app. So total miles. So we take our 631 minus our 907, and we're looking at 724 miles, which I also have on my GPS here. I reset my mileage on my GPS at every fuel up. All right, so we can take our total miles, 724 miles on this tank, and divide it by 138.863, and that gives us a whopping 5.21 miles to gallon. Total price for the fuel up minus the discount is $447. That 521 ain't too good, but I was pulling the hopper bottom yesterday and the wind was blowing like crazy, and for a 550 cat, you know, that is what it is. So we are here in Amarillo. I'm going to go ahead and write my mileage down right here. 267,631. This is for my daily mileage sheet here. I keep this in a binder, and I put all my stops on here, load numbers and all that good stuff. And what else do we got to do here? Okay, so I got to go in here on my GPS, and the way I got the camera situated here, I don't know, let's see if I can move y'all around here a little bit and you can see the GPS. All right, so got to go in here and reset our mileage, reset fields, reset trip B. So now we're zeroed out here. I got to go back out here to do my IFTA report. Go over here, IFTA, at the pump, 315.9 per gallon, and we got, I look back at my sheet again, 140, what was it? 138.863 gallons. Okay. Then we got to pick our vendor, which this Tootin' Totem is not on our list here. You scroll through it, but for some reason it used to be on here, and then I updated it and it's not on here. So I need to do a new update on it. So I always just hit the Loves. I get diesel here quite a bit. It's the cheapest place where it's usually to get diesel. So I always just pick Loves. It really don't matter as long as you're showing how much you paid for fuel, how much you got, and what town jurisdiction you're in. That's all you need for your IFTA report, and it don't matter if you got it at Joe Blow's fuel stop or TA or Petro or whatever. So we're good there. Talk a little bit about what's going on for today. So today we're going to be going from here. We're going to run down to LubeZone. It's time for an oil change. Get our oil changed, then we're going to run downtown Amarillo, and we're going to load up some fertilizer, and we're going to take a load over to Sayre, Oklahoma, to Johnson Fertilizer. We're going to drop it at the retail store there. Then we're going to boogie up to Woodward, Oklahoma, and we're going to reload another load of fertilizer there, and we're going to take it back down to the house, to Equity Exchange right there at the house. So pretty easy day. I just bring you guys along with us today. So I'm going to pull up here. We're going to go in, get us a bite to eat, get our receipts. And yesterday, I came up here to Amarillo yesterday morning and came to see our buddies at Pullman Diesel over on Pullman Road, and got Mr. Kevin to do the overhead. So we got about 250,000 miles on this rebuild on this motor, and it was time to do an overhead adjustment. So said it was a little tight. We got her all adjusted up, but cam looked good. He said everything looked good, everything looked clean up top, and then so we got that done, and I'll leave a little clip of that right here. Then I'll pick y'all back up when we get over to LubeZone just down the street here. Welcome to Amarillo. So, got me some donuts here. You want to be real careful. Want to be real careful with them donuts. Powdered sugar donuts. Just get it all over your face. Then they'll get you mixed up for one of those type of folks that we just seen. Or this guy right here.
What do you think about truckers who use drugs to stay awake?
Yeah, nah, I don't mess with that stuff. That's not the way. I keep myself up with energy drinks.
Alright, I don't know what y'all thought about that, but you know, I thought it was kind of funny. So we're rolling up on, just right here on the service road on I-40 at Whitaker Road. We're going to hang it left right here. And LubeZone, right down here between the Loves and the Blue Beacon truck wash. Who we got coming here?
What do you know today, sir?
Oh, let's go here and get an IV, get the oil changed.
Yes, sir. I'll probably be there sometime this weekend and try and head right back to Florida again.
Oh man, keep them legs stretched out. Come on.
Well, yeah. Makes for a good week, I guess, paycheck wise.
Oh yeah. Well, you have a good day, bud. Good to see you.
Be good, Chris. Be careful, man. We'll holler at you after a while.
And Bo. Oh, buddy Sean Ewing. I thought that was him, that big old green Pete we just met with the belly dump. He's kind of like me. He pulls a little bit of every kind of trailer you can think of. So we're scrolling into the circle drive here. We'll go in here and see James and the rest of the crew. Yeah, hell, we got two in here right now. Roll up here and take a break. Get out and clean my windows. So while we're in here getting our oil change this morning, I gotta take a sample. This ain't a UA. Fortunately, I didn't get any of the white stuff on my nose, so we ain't got to pee in the cup. But we're gonna take a sample of our oil, and we'll send this out to Blackstone Labs to get our oil analysis done. They had a tag on here, but it don't. So I do that about every third oil change. I will take a sample and send it off to the lab to see how it's doing. The last one I sent off, which was the last oil change, and it showed a little bit of a, not bad, but a little bit of a spike in aluminum. So the only thing aluminum inside the motor is gonna be the piston. So this cat don't have the steel pistons, and it's still got the aluminum pistons in it. So we're gonna see if it was just a fluke, or if we got an issue developing. So hopefully we don't have no issue developing. We don't have, like I said, I told you earlier, we have 250,000 miles on this on this rebuild, so we should be okay. So and every now and then you can get a spike in something, and it could have been on their testing equipment or whatever. So good way to verify it. We'll do two back-to-back samples. So I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna go ahead and clean my mirrors and my windows and stuff while we're waiting to scroll up in there. So when we get in, I'm gonna take some pictures. When we get in, we gotta send these over to make our LubeZone post. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Trying to wake up still a little bit, y'all.
was one we used to go to in LA. There was a motel.
bit of trouble with their load number, so that's why I kind of stopped recording after I went in there and was punching in on the computer. There's a good view of the old Garvey elevator. I would say that'd be a good cover photo for this video, thumbnail for the video, but yeah, we'll take it. Let's see, take a picture right there. See if we can't come up with something better. But see, I got the drone out, so while I was waiting on them to get the load number for us, I got a little bit of fly around of the elevator and down the tracks and a little cityscape shot of Amarillo down there. Sayre, Oklahoma. So when we roll up in here, not going to do much recording at this site. Oh, the hand that they got here, named Ronnie. Ironically, Ronnie's Transport. not that Ronnie. Anyway, he likes to talk. He's something else, but so probably won't be doing a lot of recording here at this spot. We'll get her kicked off and then we're going to get headed back up. We're going to go north out of here, back up to Woodward, Oklahoma. I'll hang a left right here. It's pretty tight. Got to get up against the railroad tracks. Got to go around a little tanker and a leg coming out of a auger up here. So you got to swing real wide to get over on this side of the street, just past those white tanks right there on the right. Swing in here and get right up against the railroad tracks. I don't know if you can see it the way the camera's positioned there, but there's an old tanker right here on the right. And then you got a blender right here for dry fertilizer, to load out dry fertilizer. And for our hose to fit, we got to go past this other little tanker on the right. And then there's a box trailer, dry van, sitting there. We got to get as close to that dry van as we can and to get our hookup point for our hose to reach without having to hook up 2 hoses. Swing in here close and then swing her back out. And get up close as we can to the drive end there. Alright, we'll get out here and hook up and go check in. Okie doke. So we got her kicked off there. Sit there and visited Mr. Ronnie for a little bit. Cool old guy. Sitting here talking about they got an old GMC cab over here to the right, which is pretty hard to see. There he is taking a picture over there. Blower siren at him. He was taking a picture of us there. But yeah, you got a cool old GMC cab over there on the old tender truck. Then they got a spreader truck over here in Omac on this side. See if I can get this camera down here and let y'all see it right quick. See if you can tell anything about it. The Terragator sitting over here behind this Terragator. It's kind of got the tail end. The tail end is toward us, but it's got a Cummins in it. Check that thing out. I don't know. Cool as a fan. I like old trucks, y'all, in case you hadn't figured that out yet. So we're going to turn to the left here. We're going to head north about 95 miles up here to Woodward, Oklahoma. We're going to get reloaded to take a load back to Equity Exchange at the house. Y'all remember that movie, that show Street Outlaws, 405 Boys? I think that guy's name was Shane. He's the one that always had that little blow-up doll or mannequin or whatever riding in the car with him. He was from right here in Sayre, Oklahoma. I always liked that show back when I used to watch TV, and you know, all them shows all start out really good and then they get commercialized, and them producers come in and start sticking their nose into everything, and it kind of messes them up. So with that being said, we're gonna roll our own north here, get out of Sayre and get up to Woodward. Oh yeah, we'll talk about one other thing up here too. Sonic Drive-In up here, old buddy from high school. Actually my brother's age, his name's Jeff Sargent. He is the franchise owner here in Sayre. I don't know if he still has the one in Kingfisher, Oklahoma too, but him and his I'm not sure him and his wife or fiance, girlfriend, I don't know if they're married yet or not, Macy. I know she's like a don't know if she's been Miss Oklahoma or she's been in the running for Miss Oklahoma pageant or whatever, but anyway, that's their Sonic right there we just passed. Thought about that while it was on my mind. Woodward, Oklahoma. Or the outskirts. Anyways, thing about this plant, we don't have to really drive through town coming from this direction to get to it. It's right here on the edge of town. About the only time we actually go down through town is if we're going south, in the south, like toward the Altus and that direction. So that big old ride. Or if we're going back north and going into Kansas. So put a little better turning lane right here. Try to drive through what my grandson, when he rides with me right here, he calls this the forest. We gotta drive through the forest getting in here. I always thought that was pretty funny. I think he was like, man, he's probably 3 years old, and he rode up here with me one day, and we turned in here, and he seen all these trees, and he looked at me. He said, he calls me Peepaw, but he said, Peepaw, where did this forest come from? I got a kick out of that. It's just the little things these kids come up with, man. We go up here and make us a big horseshoe. We'll go over here to the check-in gate, which you don't have to use the gate house no more. Just got to call in, give them your load number. There's been times where we're right here, parked right here, waiting to get into this place on the busy times of the year. So that red truck, that big large car we just met coming out, he must have just came out of here. We got a deaf truck coming out right there. So they got 3 lanes you can load in here. All 3 you can load fertilizer, and then the west rack, lane number 1, they also load diesel exhaust fluid out of that rack. Right now, we got 2 loading. Looks like we'll get to go on the west rack, which is good. I can record with y'all good because that rack has its own ladder. The middle and the east rack, they share a ladder, so people always look at you kind of funny when you got a camera hanging out with you. We'll pull up here, call in. Alright, so we're all checked in. We're going to the west rack. So I've been wearing my mic today. We had I can't remember on the comments, as a new subscriber. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name right now if you're still watching, but I have tried for the most part all day to wear my mic. He was talking about it's kind of hard to hear me, especially while I'm in the truck. He said, well, I was out walking around and stuff, and I got 3 of these mics, so a lot of times I'm just running and gunning, and I kind of forget about putting it on or whatever. Forget about putting it on, or the battery's dead, because my other 2, they're the older version of this one, and it stays in my camera bag at home most of the time, and most of the time I don't even bring my camera bag with me. I just kind of carry my stuff with me. I got my good camera right here, my Sony, and then of course we got our OSMO Pocket 3 here. This is a really great camera. But here lately, I've just been using this DJI Action 4. It's got a pretty good picture on it too, and it's real easy. I got a magnetic stick here. I can lengthen out, shorten, clip it to things. It's real versatile, real easy to use. Now, I really like using this Osmo camera a lot better. It's got better quality and whatnot, but it's more cumbersome to record with. Some of that footage I had this morning driving downtown before we loaded in Amarillo was shot on that Osmo, so you might be able to tell a little bit of difference there. So we're pulling on the rack here. What we'll do, we'll get on here. They load us on a set of scales. We'll go up and get our stuff all set up, then we'll go in and he'll load us up with, we're gonna go to 84,000 pounds. I don't know, truck up, it's 101 degrees outside, you guys, 101. Let's get up here and get this thing set up. Showing 31,000 pounds empty weight. When we pulled up, we're at 37,000 now. So we'll load until that thing gets to 84,000 gross. Walk around, kind of look everything over. This front lift axle, when we get about 10 to 15,000 pounds of product on, that axle will go down by itself. There it goes. Left my fan on, my cooling fan for my hydraulics when we were unloading a while ago. It's hot. We're at 43,700 pounds. Loads pretty quick here, guys, pretty quick. Start looking at this because I think the camera's over here, but so we're almost done for today. We're loaded here. It's about 183 miles from here back to the house, and we're going to unload and finish off at the house. So I know this has kind of been a non-action packed video, but just another day in the life of an ag trucker. We're kind of going to be coming to the end of all this fertilizer hauling in the next week or so. I would imagine it's about to play out. So we're going to be looking at some different things to get on. I don't know if we can find some hopper bottom work, or if we can. Most likely, it's going to be belly dump work. I would think. I think I talked about this a little bit in the last video, but I think most likely it's going to be some belly dump work. Or I'm actually going down to see our buddy Robert Guerrero down in Post, Texas. He's got some flatbeds for sale. I'm going to go look at one of those, and we might be making a purchase there. So I might be running off the load board like we talked about before. And I don't know if going back and doing drop and hook load deal is going to really be an option. Kind of feel like we got rookie dude out of a little bit of money. Nothing crazy, but just got charged for some missing items on some trailers, some corner protectors and some bungees that weren't missing. So, and I had the photos, the pictures I took of the trailers when I would drop them off to prove it, but still, I don't know. I'm just gonna pay the money. Ain't much, like 150 bucks, but I don't know, money's money anymore, especially when the rates of the loads I was hauling over there, the rates weren't that great. I was always, like I said, you know, that thing had a sliding scale, and I was always, seemed like all the loads I hauled were always at the bottom of that sliding scale, so it wasn't that great. We cash flowed off of it, so but we can cash flow off of belly dump work as well too, and be closer to house. Now I did like now as far as the work, the flatbed job work I did over there pulling them dropping hooks, I loved it. It was the easiest trucking job I've ever had. I mean, it was Cadillac. So got great fuel mileage. Heck, I was getting 6.7, 6.8 on the miles per gallon. I would only run around about 67, 68 miles an hour. I had plenty of time. I got plenty of rest. We always unloaded first thing in the morning, so it was still cool when we untarped and whatnot. It was, man, it was easy, super easy. I love to work, but now we're just hanging in there, and we'll try to get through this, and hopefully it keeps raining. We have been getting our rain, so our cotton is still looking good as long as it can make it through August without burning up. I think we're gonna be in decent shape on our cotton harvest this year, so we just got to make it to October till that kicks off. I got big plans for this cotton harvest this year as far as knocking out some debt, and I'm gonna have to run my butt off to do it, but we'll talk a little bit more about that on another video. So we're getting close. I got 63,000 on right now, so get ready to, I'm gonna finish up a little paperwork here, and we'll get unhooked, go in or close up the top, and get ready to head her back south, back to Texas. Alright guys, so we're just topping the big hill coming out of Canadian, Texas, going southbound on Highway 83. Got something going on up here in the middle. Got two sheriff vehicles, two or three sheriff vehicles, a couple pickups. Got somebody hemmed up right here in the turnaround, looks like. Talking to somebody about something. Anyway, we stay right here. You continue on Highway 60 toward Pampa and Amarillo, but we're going to go left because we're not going back to Clarendon today. We're going back home to the house in Memphis, so we're going to stay south and go on down Highway 83. But look what's in front of us. Looks like we're going to run through a little bit of rain. Get down here by Wheeler and Shamrock. A little bit of a little bit of rain building up at the house as well. So we're going to get down here about 6:30, 6:15, 6:30, and get this load kicked off. And then I got a special treat. Our buddy TJ Collins from over at Florida, Texas, is going to be coming to the house here. He's going to borrow, he's going to use the old our RGN, the old lowboy. So I'm going to pick him up a truck that they bought somewhere down south and bringing it up. His I don't know, be his nephew or his cousin, Marcus Collins. Shout out to Marcus. He's a big supporter of the channel. He rebuilt, I believe it's a B model cat. Rebuilt the B model cat going into the motor. We'll talk more about it with TJ. And TJ and Marcus are also family members of Scotty Collins. So if you go down pretty much any of the videos and go down in the comments, Scotty is from San Antonio. He's from Florida originally. He lives in San Antonio, but he is probably one of our most active commenters on the channel. Great guy. Comes from a great family. And so just want to give a shout out to Scotty as well. And so we're going to get on down the hill here, get through this rain. And I might time lapse y'all through the rain here. Be pretty cool little time lapse going through this little thunderstorm. And get this load unloaded and then go meet up with our buddy. And then we'll close out the video for today. Memphis, Texas. Home sweet home. Home sweet home. So we're gonna go over here, get across the tracks, hang left on Highway 287 here. And we're gonna go right over here to Equity Exchange and kick her off. Try not to get ran over. Got a lot of Tupperware torpedoes like to run this red light right here. Or run this light when it turns red. Lord. There it goes, turning yellow. Watch this gray truck gonna run the shit out of it. Ah, no, he got on the brakes. I understand sometimes you can't get wound up when that light changes on you, but so we're gonna hang a right up here. Swing into the Memphis gin yard here where they stack the modules at when they start ginning. Kind of use this one right here as an overflow yard. Our buddy Ralph Gonzalez parks his spray rig over here. We don't get to haul for these guys much anymore. We're just kind of there, and they're right here at home, but we're kind of the backup plan here now. We'll unload into that tank at the end of the containment area here. Alright, see if we got her positioned right. Get out here and get her done. Alright, so we're gonna go into this tank right here and get her. Look like I got finally put some new valves on there. Been needing those for a little while. Open everything up. Everything's open. Valve, 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 valve. Ease the pump on. There you go through her. Flop down there. Got some weight in her. Always like to stand here for a few minutes when you first start pumping. Make sure everything's doing what it's supposed to do. Let's go turn on our hydraulic or cooler. Got a switch right here. Got a fan and a cooler here. Kind of walk around back. Make sure ain't nothing crazy going on, no leaks. Thing looks good. What y'all think about them little thunderheads are building up all around us? need a little bit of rain. We sure need some rain. So that's a pretty good looking thunderhead here. Got one right here. Need this one to move off to our north, to the north and kind of the west a little bit, so I get out there on much of that cotton ground. Got another one out here north of town. We're gonna get here and do our paperwork right quick. Get this load unloaded. Like I said, our buddy TJ is on his way to come pick up the lowboy trailer, so you guys get to check him out right quick. Get this paperwork done, and we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all at the house when old TJ pulls up. There ain't much here to do but get this kicked off, put the hose up, and then I live right on the other side of town over there, so we'll go over there and meet him. Our timing should be pretty close to right to meet up.
What's happening here with the big boss man, 806?
Big boss man. We're with the big boss man, TJ Collins, local legend.
Some say it. But I believe I don't know what else they say about me.
Nah,
we'll leave it at
all
that.
good things.
Yeah, hopefully.
Anyway, TJ came, he's gonna borrow the old RGN here. He's gonna go, what are you going to get?
Another truck. It's gonna be it's just a roller, it's just a cab and frame and diesel tanks, and that's it. No engine, no transmission, nothing. So.
And it's a
W900B.
W900B
Yeah,
model
short
frame.
hood.
Y'all check out what he's got right here. This is a B2, right? It's in the A? Oh, an L, okay.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, it ain't got the short, tall hood, does it?
Yeah,
What is it?
95 model. Got a Super 10 in it. Hate that transmission, but it works.
That's what I learned on.
And it's got 355 rears, 3406E, model cat 550. It's a good truck.
And listen to that thing, that purrs like a cat.
Yeah, it's quiet.
It's quiet.
Trying to get more lights and stuff on it. Fix the ones I got on there. I haven't got that far yet.
It is a flat glass, flat top, true flat glass, true
flat
flat top. I mean, this is a diamond in the rough right here. She's
50, 60, it's a 50.
50 inch. Like, yeah. Well, TJ's from Florida, Texas, and born and raised, right?
Born and raised.
And when did you start trucking?
I started at 19 in 2008.
19 years old.
Ever since.
In 2008. Whole family
Yes.
is in somewhat were drivers or involved with
Yes.
it or whatever, pretty much, right?
Pretty much.
I mean,
my dad and uncle started the business. He bought it from Scott Graham. We got 7 trucks, all W9s or Kenworths anyway. But got cousin Scotty C drove for us.
We got
Marcus Collins. Marcus is a mechanic. So.
I already gave little Marcus and Scotty a shout out earlier when coming by. But you know we always got to say what's up to Scotty. He leaves about 12 comments on every video. I think as he goes and watches the video, he goes through there.
Big truck freak, and I love him. Great driver too.
And Marcus as well. Young
Marcus and little Marcus.
And big Marcus and little Marcus. I see big Marcus over here all the time. And little Marcus, he's actually building the motor that's going to go in the truck that he's going to pick the frame for, right?
Yes.
So was it B model?
That one's a B model.
B model cat, yeah.
We got another flat glass long hood we're gonna. Dad's personal truck.
That's a maroon or red
and white.
Red and white. One of these days we're gonna get over there and talk to TJ and his dad and little Marcus and hopefully big Marcus. I wanna go over there to their yard sometime and kind of walk through and look at the trucks. These guys have a lot of history. I mean, a lot of history, guys. And
we got a lot of old junk too. A lot of old junk.
It's my favorite stuff, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have it no other way. And hey, look at the old junk I got over here.
Hey, that's some pretty old junk.
But we get her done and we make money with it. So that's all that
ag
matters.
haulers the best at it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, but no, I just want to get. I've been wanting to get TJ on a video forever, and it seems like we were coming or going, and we hadn't been able to get it done. I've been wanting to get over to Florida forever to do what we were just talking about. Talk to his dad. What you go by on the radio?
I go by Roadrunner.
Roadrunner on the radio. Your dad is
Dad goes by Rough Rider.
Rough Rider. I always want to say Night Train for some reason. You know? I don't know why I want to say Night Train. Me and Adam always talked about that. Every time Adam sees you, he said, Adam always calls you 4 Roger. He said, I see no 4 Roger today. He always says 4 Roger out the deal. He said, I see no 4 Roger today over there in Florida. I said, oh, heck. So, you know, Uncle Adam's always going to.
Yeah, I see y'all everywhere.
But we all run the same circles every day. And
try to help each other out.
Yep.
Just little small towns, you know, we got to stick together because it's only 2 or 3, 4 or 5 guys in that town with trucks. So, you know, when we have a big area to cover, we just kind of got to have everybody's back and work together. So I like this area of Texas because we're small towns, but you can always depend on somebody, phone call away or anything.
Exactly. Or they'll know somebody or whatever to get you pointed in the right direction. Hey, if TJ's big on social media, so on Instagram, what is it?
Instagram,
Bossman or
Boss 23806, and Facebook's just
TJ Collins on there. But he posts a lot of stuff on there, and then he's on Snapchat too. So
I can't remember that one. TJ Collins 88 or something like that.
Yeah, you just search TJ Collins. He'll add you up. So you get to see a bunch of good trucking business.
Yep.
So
sometimes we get to see each other on the road too. So maybe you'll see us passing by.
Heck yeah. Well, guys, this is where we're going to end the video. I'm actually going to get a little video of TJ rolling out, but that's where we're actually ended. But right now, we're going to keep the shiny side up and hammer down. Yeah, see, he already knows. So it was good to see you, bro.
All right, cool. See y'all later. Peace.